But how does that coordination become undone when the person who's putting the final brief is skewed the information?
Well, I like to think that, Secretary of State Rubio is very familiar with the intelligence profession, is going to be speaking up because you have the Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense, the Attorney General, and others who are going to be there. So you want to make sure, again, that you have people who are informed, but also people who want to know the truth.
Right.
And not just people who want to give President Trump what he wants to hear. That is so dangerous. And none of the 6 presidents that I work for ever wanted the intelligence community to give them what they wanted. They wanted the intelligence community to give them what they needed, and then they can make the appropriate policy decisions.
It's disgusting that guy worked with 6 presidents. Okay, that's part of the problem right there. But the guy's a liar, clearly, and is panicked about Tulsi and Cash coming in, and John Ratcliffe, and opening up the floodgates on their lies. And so Tulsi is coming in very soon, and there was this clip from Tucker Carlson today. He was talking about this, saying, I've been in Washington for a long time, and saying, along with Matt Taibbi, that they are panicked about Tulsi, Cash, and Ratcliffe. Here's this exchange.
There's panic. I sense panic. And I sense it in some of these confirmation battles, particularly the sort of offline stuff that you don't see in the media, but just when you find out the lengths to which permanent Washington is going to, say, sabotage Tulsi Gabbard, who's an Army officer who's had a clearance for more than a decade, carries an automatic weapon. I mean, clearly we trust her with America's, defense. Why can't we trust her with America's secrets? Of course we can. So what is this? And it really is, people are panicked that what they've been doing is going to come to light.
Hey guys.
Should be panicked, because if you read the executive order on the weaponization of government,
tried starting it one other time.
The director of
It didn't let me.
Intelligence to conduct a wide-ranging report into the possible misdeeds of the entire intelligence community, and orders her to come up with anything negative that they can find. So can you imagine? Right? I mean, that's like trying to make a list of everything. She'll be doing it from now to the end of time. But no, I mean, in perfect seriousness, it's setting the stage for kind of a second church committee hearings era, and that was a great moment in American history.
All right, so you can see panic in the air. I know you can sense it too. Tucker hears it. Matt Taibbi hears it. And Tulsi is going to be coming up on deck this week. We'll be here to cover it. All right, and so my friends, if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us on this beautiful Monday afternoon stream. We had some good stuff we talked about. We covered a little January 6th update and how the Oath Keepers embarrassed Judge Amit Mehta, who had to reverse himself from Friday, and how they'll be going back to
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very good,
dude. We
dude.
also talked about the CIA.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Now, the fact
Life is going on.
They knew what the truth was for years, but
there we go.
Full
take. I'll be right back.
We also learned a little bit about John Brennan, and of course we heard from President Trump deliver a burner in front of the House Republicans and urging and pleading with them to get their acts together. And now, my friends, it's time to hear from you. And of course, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being members. Welcome aboard, new members. If you are a member, then we got to see you this morning on the members only morning stream. And if you want to join on our members only morning stream, we'd love to have you join us. Go to watchingthewatchers.locals.com, sign up there, and join us on the Locals app, or become a member on YouTube, and we'll see you in the morning. See you tomorrow morning for the members only stream. All right, who is here on the day? What's up? It's a Monday, indeed. Look at this kitty. It's a Monday. Indeed, in the house, we got Lowell Skinner, who just became a supporter. Amazing. Lowell Skinner. Hope we'll see you tomorrow morning on the Members Only stream. American Trucker says, hey, Rob, sorry I was late. I hope the 2,200 coin tip came in through. That's the 2 tickets I wanted to pass on. Thanks for all you do. American Trucker, you did that. I'll double check on that. Thank you so much for sending that in. I think you're asking about the inauguration watch party, which was a week ago. But thanks for doing that. We did scholarships and people who couldn't afford it and invited friends and stuff. So thank you, American Trucker. Thanks for passing that forward, man. We appreciate it. Roger Needham. Yes, I think you can get a pardon for treason. What's up, Lenny Malley? Reminding everybody to hit that like button. Thank you, Lenny, for doing that. And for sharing this on social media. And for aggressively enticing people you know or love to come to the channel. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Blocky says China wrecked NVIDIA today. Yeah, the stock markets were rough. 600 billion in market cap. Yeah, that was an interesting phrase from Trump too. It's like it's everything's going to be cheaper. It's like, man, American companies just got obliterated because of this. But I think he's saying long term, our companies will catch up, and it's curious. It's a curious thing that's happened because he just got done announcing with OpenAI 500 billion in new AI investment, and this thing just came out and basically maybe he's saying you don't need to do all that. Locky, what's up? Says Trump fired 12 DOJ officials who persecuted him. CNN's reporting this via Western Lensman. Yeah, good. We'll cover that tomorrow. We'll make sure we identify those folks as best we can. They should be fired and more. Knox is here. Happy Monday, all. Says Mike Johnson cracks me up. You just know he's been a nerd all his life, and now he's hanging with the cool kids. 100% Knox. I couldn't agree more with that.
I think she's doing good. I just sent her a message, and she collaborated with what I said.
Because the last cycle, he was just trying to like kind of be cool to everybody, and he kind of sucked because he was kind of like cool to the Democrats. But now he's hanging with Trump and co. And he just like wants to, he's like, just like, let me be a part of this awesome club. And sometimes people like that perform. You're like, he's like, put me in, coach, just put me in. You're like, all right, Mike, we're going to give you a chance. You give him the ball, he's like, scores like 5 touchdowns. Like, so this could happen. We don't know. Blocky says, I hate to be a doomer. There's the opposite side. But Republicans, especially at least 4 in the Senate, are going to taint the rest of Trump's nominees. Cott is now calling for an open vote in the committees because he thinks doing the secret ballot on the committees is going to give Murkowski the ability to vote with Democrats and not advance Tulsi out of committee on a floor vote. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Murkowski's pretty much the worst, one of the worst Republicans. And she has like a stranglehold on Alaska for some reason. That's not changing. Hey, Knox is here. Yeah, that's exactly Mike Johnson. It's just like, man, I'm just happy to be here. I don't know how this happened, but I'm hanging out with Kid Rock and this other dude in front of a UFC fight. He's like, this is crazy. It's like, like 3 years ago I was playing Scrabble with my, Aunt Chalana. And now I'm here on the floor of the UFC. This is crazy. Hey, potentially criminal! In the house. Hey, Donuts. I think it's Lincoln over there. Potentially criminal Sean in the house. What's up? Great work this past week, Rob. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you for stopping by. My friends, are you subscribed to Potentially Criminal?
The wind is blowing so hard here.
It's right next door on all the platforms. Very sharp lawyer.
Well, I got to go to Defiance to just pick up some laptops that I got to set up. So it's going to be quick. In and out.
Lucky says,
but the drive is what counts.
Trump's treasury hasn't paid $2 million in taxes. They paid $2 million in parents out of nursing homes. Wait until Cash RFK Jr.
Tell him to hit the like. There you go.
I think Scott is sent, right? He just got confirmed as well. So we do have a new Treasury Secretary. That's done. This week's going to be lit, starting Wednesday with RFK. All hail Tarpon Springs Tyrants. Welcome, new supporter in the house. I like it. Will Crump says, Tom Homan needs to make an example of the Arizona governor. She boasts that she will block deportations, arrest her, curb walk her in front of the entire nation. Yeah, as an Arizona resident, I support that. Katie Hobbs walked down we could deport her with Trump's deportation plan. But I just saw, and we'll cover this tomorrow, that Congress is subpoenaing all these sanctuary city mayors and people, so maybe she'll get on that list. Neuro D, what's up? Smash that thumbs up, peeps. Thank you for the reminder, Neuro D. Thanks for hitting it. If your thumbs are working, you can, if they work, thanks for hitting it. Becky Beagles, what's up, Becky B? Rise up and shine. We're the channel most.
That's crazy how windy it is.
Just let that one sit for a minute. Nicely done, Becky B. Little Miss Giggles is in the house. Welcome aboard, Little Miss Giggles. We'll see you tomorrow morning. We're going to have so much fun. We'll be giggling with little caboose off. Hey, Knox Bierman is here. Melania's official portrait in black and white. Melania looks good. It's a nice portrait. You can tell she means business. Former, we should outsource our prisoners to Australia, you know, like the good old days. Yeah, and I saw some great comments in the chat about this too. I think Bonnie said we should also send them to LA, you know, just build a wall around LA, ship all the criminals there, you know, and then we'll have a whole new decade of amazing action. Michelle says the military looks at high Yeah, look, I've heard a lot of criticisms about Tulsi, and the idea being that she's a Democrat, you know, before, and had questions about her loyalties to the cause and stuff like that. We're going to learn a lot about her at these hearings. Now, kind of my default on this with all of these folks has been Trump has vetted them, and he's giving them the benefit of the doubt. So I'm open to it. I'm even open to it with Mike Johnson and all these. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm mad at you, but okay, like this is a new cycle. Like, let's see. So we'll see, Michelle. I think that she's probably going to get a lot of criticism on her record, and we'll see how she handles it. Other comments here, reaction. Obviously, I've never served, so I can't opine on this judgment. Michelle, sounds like you may have. Just Rhonda saying thanks. Tony Brake says I'm leery of her, but I got to trust Trump.
No fucking
Torn says my son is in the guard.
plate. No fucking temporary plate.
What can be underwhelming in that position during the Iraq War? What can
Get the fuck out of the way, dude.
Wounded and death was daily. Yeah, and someone else, Michelle says, have you ever looked into why she was appointed as an officer? I have.
Come on.
Good. Right, so
let's do the speed limit,
I don't know all the details of it, but I'm hopeful that we're good. We'll learn more about her on Thursday. But as I said, I think the Trump team, the people around her have vetted her, so I'm on board with giving her that opportunity to prove herself in the administration. But yeah, I think this is great and sober feedback. Like, right, it's good to be sober about these things too, not just be cheerleaders. Sheila the Pooh, what's up? A million hugs to you. Bringing in 10 membos. Thank you, Sheila, for doing this. 10 people coming in. Look who it is. Pablo Concepcion. We got Brewing is here. Just lurking. Paul D, what's up? Melissa Coxon in the house. Tracy Collins. Stan Harwell. What's up? Rohan 45. C Fox.
Got it right side.
Stop Cafe. Gifted members courtesy of Sheila Pooh. A million hugs to you, Sheila, in the house. Thank you, Sheila. Colleen is here. What's up, Colleen? Says, at least you can understand him and not fall asleep while you're waiting for the next word. Trump really knows how to talk. He does, man. And he's funny. He's hilarious. He's riffing on Jim Jordan and stuff. He's like, as a wrestler, amazing. As a congressman, pretty good. Oh my gosh, busting his balls. Right in front of everybody. Jim's like, I'm going to come up there and put you in a full Nelson, bro. Secret Service staff going to have to step in. Hey, Colleen, at least you can understand him and not fall asleep while you're waiting for the next word. Trump really knows how to talk. Thank you for that one, Colleen. Glocky says, breaking. Scott Bessent wins U.S. Senate approval as a Treasury chief. And he seems solid. We just caught a little bit of his confirmation hearings. But he was having fun with them. He was just kind of doing laps around all the senators. It was great. Elena, what's up, Elena? AKA Neely in the house. Says, you're one of my favorite sources of news. Love your humor, and hands down, seriously, the best legal channel. Elena, I don't know about that. It's a really nice endorsement. But there's a lot of good legal channels out there. I appreciate you, Rob. Thank you, Elena, for that. We have fun, and I can't take credit for any of the humor. I mean, it's Washington. They do it to themselves. Thank you, Elena, for the donut. Hey, Jack Mack is here. Says, it was an overwhelming week of MAGA winning. It's been 1 week. 7 days, that's it. Feels like a whole different country. And Lies here. So, yeah, that will help in my decision with what to do with treatment. But he started his CHO keynote today with Vin Christine. Prayers appreciated. And we love our furry friends. Cooper sounds like an amazing
What do you mean the salt mine?
Hope you get it figured out. And he gets it kicked. Thank you, NY. We're going to send some love your way and to Cooper's way.
Sorry, I'm trying to just navigate.
What's up? Real with Robo says Trump needs Rob to clean the justice system up. I don't know. I mean, everybody's doing such an amazing job. It's not like I wanted to be I wanted to just be in charge of the January 6th prosecutions for just 5 minutes. That's it. But I think Trump did it in 2, obviously. So it's solved basically. they're all fired. Everybody got pardoned. Did it faster than even I could do it. So, what I was talking about. I think they got it covered. But thanks for the endorsement. Hey, SD Gold Star Mom says, I feel like an expectant father pacing until the baby arrives. Any update yet on your goodies? No, I don't have them yet, SD Gold Star Mom. Sorry about that, but I will get them and we'll enjoy them together. Says, thank you for doing a great job as always. Big smiles. Thank you, SD Gold Star Mom. Sorry that I don't have them yet, but I will definitely enjoy them. Thank you, SD Gold Star Mom. Thank you for the donut for being so amazing and sending us goodies. I just have to. Coyote, what's up? Says, Trump, please rename Fort Liberty back to Fort Bragg. And I think that's like in process. I think that either Hegseth did it officially or he was referring to it officially earlier today. So yeah, I think that's happening. Tony Hey Muckets says they want you to get a real ID so you can fly and go into government buildings, but they don't want ID voting. Yeah, that's a great point. You need an ID for everything. Unless you're voting. Then you can be whoever you want and vote multiple times. Hey, one old guy's opinion says, does anyone see the resemblance between Mike Johnson and Phil Hartman? Can someone make a meme to showcase it? One old guy's opinion. Yeah, Phil Hartman, the guy who did the voice for The Simpsons. Troy McClure, you may remember me from films like, hi, I'm Troy McClure, and good morning, welcome to Troy McClure. Things like that, right? Yeah, shout out to him. Hey, it's Bruce! Rice, baby. Hey, Bruce, did you hear that there's Ice Maiden? Susie Wiles? Is that just exciting as hell or what? Hey, Supa Spy Girl is in the house, gifted a memo from Bruce. Bimmer Vibes, Alicia Heaton, Leon Lately, Mike S. Johnny will do it, Blue Sky, Jeff Larson, Chris Schaefer, Patriot 1111 in the house, along with Gold Gaming. Shout out Bruce. Rice, baby. What's up? Thank you, Bruce. NY says, okay, so a virologist and other scientists for too long have self-policed.
All right, I'm going to listen to something different.
It says political Islam, as he calls it, is destroying Islam, that is Muslims, and it's a threat to the world that they've never gone through the Reformation the way Judaism did, the way Christianity did, and so forth and so on. But not them. And so I got these idiots who come on supporting Putin, supporting Hamas. Sick, absolutely sick. We would have people, look, the left is deeply infected by this mentality. The media are deeply affected by this mentality. It all came to the head on October 7th. You can see who comes out of the closet now. Who's using the lying Hamas numbers? Who's trashing Netanyahu and the Jews? You can see it. It's all public now. But we have our own little cabal within the conservative movement. Our own little cabal. What do they say about the Jews? You know, the Kochs and the Soroses, the Quincy Institute, this other damn institute, yeah, whatever it is. Little cabal of low IQ morons who actually support Iran. You know, if we stop supporting Israel, if we get out of the way, Iran, we can work with Iran. Sounds like Obama. Sounds like Biden. Sounds like every other idiot who takes that position. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
That's the plan, homie, to get some rest tonight.
Are you ready to own your own business? Mr. Sanders, the #1
That's always the goal. I will be on site to pick up those laptops at 7:55 Eastern Time, and then half hour to 35 minutes home. So I'll be able to spend some time with the wife. She understands, though. We gotta survive. I'm on the clock, so.
It's time to change your life. Get all the details at msfranchise.com.
even their own people are like they're done with this shit. Iran used to be a beautiful country, dude. Have you ever seen the beach shots of girls on the beach in Iran in the 70s before they took over, before the Islamists took over? It used to be a tourist attraction. Now it's, who the hell wants to go to Iran? Who wants to go to Iran? Sorry. Barata, Matt, what's up, buddy? We're driving out to Defiance, grabbing up 3 laptops and heading home.
If you're a business owner who had W-2 employees during COVID, you have less than 90 days to file for the government's employee tax credit refund. In this economy, who can afford to miss out on up to $21,000 per W-2 employee? Yes, up to $21,000 per employee. We automated the entire process. Answer the online questions. Submit your application. It typically takes less than 15 minutes to complete. Go to 1-800-ERC.com.
Defiance, really?
1-800-ERC.com. Find out if you qualify. You pay
Oh, I ain't seen none of them.
a small portion of what we collect after you've been paid. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. This is not a loan. There's nothing to pay back. Even if you took PPP money, you may qualify. Whether you had 1 W-2 employee or 500, we can help. In less than 90 days, the filing deadline is over. Make the time. Go to 1-800-ERC.com. Again, 1-800-ERC.com. 1-800-ERC.com. We are Sirius XM Patriot. Channel 125.
CBS Elizabeth Star Wendell Pierce right now. Wendell Pierce says, I don't know what Elizabeth Star was like. Mass deportation of illegal immigrants and racist prayers. Only genius. But in his stupid-ass remarks, this Jewish is revealing something isn't it, Mr. Williams? If it's a racial purge, then it must be a race-based migration. That is, for reasons that are only known to the Democrats, the former Biden regime, that were letting people in here based on their race. How do I know? Because CBS
Come on, move over, dude.
Wendell Pierce said their deportation is racist. So I guess their importation was racist, you idiot. Racist? You have no control over who came into the country.
Alright, if you're not going to do the speed limit, I'm going to go over here. Go around you.
But if everybody born in our country was coming from Europe, say Switzerland, we want their asses kicked down the mountain. Particularly if they're murdering and raping and naming. How stupid is the left? Very stupid. Elizabeth Star Wendell Pierce. Sounds like a schmuck. Be right back.
I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of chat. I'm answering the wife. She sent me a message. Good to see you, Farlap. Midwest. hungry? What are you hungry for there, Matt?
Sustainably sourced bovine cholesterol concentrate with over 400 bioactive nutrients. It works at the cellular level to strengthen your immunity, fortify your gut, enhance your skin and hair, elevate your energy, and ignite your metabolism, among thousands of other benefits you can see and feel. Start your health revival today. Go to tryarmor.com/SiriusXM or enter code SiriusXM online to get 15% off your first order. That's ARMRA.
Dirty, good to see you always.
SiriusXM. That's tryarmor.com/SiriusXM or enter code SiriusXM online to get 15% off your first order.
I was just talking about a buddy of mine from the Pittsburgh area
Code SiriusXM.
quite recently.
This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Honey, I had the worst dream last night. We were in a car crash. The kids and I were
Cheers.
We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, huh?
You know, my brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos.
I wonder what's going on with this. Isn't getting life insurance a huge pain? It's so much paperwork. You have to go see the doctor. I wouldn't even know where to start.
With Ethos, takes it only took 10 minutes. You got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. Plus, it's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house. He was able to choose an amount that worked for his needs, and Ethos made the whole thing so easy and clear.
10 minutes with no medical exam. Ethos, here we go.
Here's sleeping better at night.
Help protect your loved ones today with Ethos. Life insurance made easy. Visit applyethos.com to apply today. That's applyethos.com.
Same rates, 10-year term, Ethos, and free family. Knows what they do.
It's a new year, and you've got an all-new driver. Every call for bills, it's the right shot. And really change your game by optimizing your sweep for speed, distance, and happiness version down vehicle. This season, love your driver more. Upgrade to the legendary feel and performance of the new Tijuana 7th generation driver shaft with your next purchase. Give it a try at your next clinic. Now available in 3 distinct.
Hey, I will say Pittsburgh has some of the most beautiful architecture I've seen in old cities in a long time. I've not spent a lot of time on the East Coast, but Pittsburgh has some beautiful architecture. Very Gothic. Even their bridges are beautiful.
Insurance that would like to get a fresh start. We can help. Due to the financial hardships
But they're
in the
old.
country, the
Nothing
IRS
new.
is making it easier than ever to settle tax problems for those who owe more than $10,000. We can help settle your delinquent tax problems, handle collections, and may even reduce your back taxes significantly. Even if you can't afford to pay your back taxes, you can still get the help.
Man, this
you
wind
need.
is blowing
We
so
have
fucking hard.
taxpayers just like you, but you must call 800-319-8073.
I'm really two-handing the steering wheel.
To stop your tax problem from getting worse. The information is free and the help is real. Call 800-319-8073. That's 800-319-8073. Again, 800-319-8073. Not all products are available in 50 states. Compound products with the DA approval. Verify receipt, candidacy, and quality of Ethos and deliver companion prescription required restrictions apply. See website for full details.
Why try Hims for weight loss? If you're interested in personalized prescription options, including Ozempic, Wegovy, oral medications, and compounded GLP-1 injections that'll support to see real results, you might like it. Why try Hims to regrow hair? We have a range of treatment options made with clinically proven ingredients like minoxidil and finasteride for thicker, fuller hair in 3 to 6 months. Sound good? You might like it. Why try Hims for ED? If you're looking for access to doctor-trusted treatments like Viagra and Cialis, and their more affordable generic counterparts, you and your partner might like it. The Hims process is simple, 100% online, and treatments are shipped free to your door in discreet packaging if prescribed. What's not to like? To save big on weight loss, hair loss, and ED solutions, get started today at Hims.com. That's Hims.com.
Okay, bud.
Economic opportunity.
I'm trying to keep up. I'm listening to these chats and I'm not understanding half of them.
125.
We're here with our friend Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida. place. Well, I don't know. I certainly love it. Governor, you've tried to put in place in a special session of your legislature very tough and very important immigration deportation policies. We're trying to really upgrade and modernize the statutes that are in place. Came across a few rhinos, many actually, who want to obstruct you and stop you, and President Trump.
Immigration crisis in this country, and yes, the border security and President Trump's going to do all that, but enforcing the laws on the books and deporting illegals that are here is absolutely essential. And so we had been working with the transition. We knew where they were going in terms of executive orders. So 2 weeks ago, I called a special session of the Florida legislature to start today. Now, the legislative leaders said that it was premature. They rejected what I said. They said they didn't need to deal with immigration, that it could wait. And then we didn't really hear anything. And then today they came, as they're required to do, and they gavelled out of what I called for the session. But they called their own and then submitted their own bill, which gutted all the enforcement provisions that we need to make sure that this stuff actually works. Now, they're calling it the Trump Act, which is like, you know, how these legislators, they'll do like the Affordable Care Act, and it's anything but affordable. This is really the Swamp Act. It doesn't help President Trump at all, and it actually guts our current ability to assist him. Because right now, I'm assisting with Florida Highway Patrol, Florida National Guard. We're working with ICE to help on all these issues. The bill that the Florida legislature did actually takes away the governor's authority to assist with immigration enforcement. It gives it to the Commissioner of Agriculture, not exactly an industry known for wanting immigration enforcement. So all the things that we need to be strong, to work hand in glove with the Trump administration on the state and local level, all of those essential provisions were taken out. And this is what they're proposing is not going to work. So we got to get this right. This is probably our only chance to get it right.
I'm trying to keep up with you, Dirty. My God, I'm driving too.
But the reality is the proposals that we put forth were very, very strong. And you don't have to agree with every proposal I do, but don't gut the enforcement, and that's what they did.
And on top of that, he says your proposals are too narrow to help attract President Trump's plan. I thought President Trump was very supportive of what you're doing. This guy Perez is just spinning like hell.
Well, I talked to the president today, and he said he wants the strongest possible. So obviously my proposals are the strongest possible. And I talked with some of his key staffers, and they recognize, like, yes, the federal government under Donald Trump can do a lot, but if you don't have state and locals required to assist, you are not going to make the dent in this problem that we need. State and local account for 98% of interactions with illegal aliens. I think that if Florida Highway Patrol pulls somebody over and they don't have ID and they're here illegally, then they need to be required to report that to ICE and let ICE come and get them. I think if a local police officer shows up to a call at, say, an apartment complex, and they notice there's an illegal alien gang there, that they should be required to get ICE there so that those folks can be taken off our street. None of that is in the bill that these legislative leaders proposed. And so here's the thing, Mark. If you are for lax immigration enforcement and you run saying you want to be weak on it and you win and then that's what you do, you know, I disagree with that. But every one of these Republicans has railed against Biden's policies for 4 years. The open border, the lack of interior enforcement. They say we're going to be strong. And yet now we have this once-in-a-generation opportunity to have Florida really lead the way, and other states would follow us if we were able to do this right, to really make a difference for our people. And that's not happening with what the legislature is doing. And so I think you got to do what you said you'd do. Don't tell the people you're going to be tough and then refuse to do the type of enforcement that's necessary to be able to deport illegals. You know, in the bill that the legislature proposed, it mentioned agriculture like 23 times. It did not use the word deportation one time in the entire bill.
The Florida Democrat Party posted on Twitter that the GOP representatives who voted against what you wanted, they had an unexpected growth of a backbone. So the Democrat Party is supporting what these rhino Republicans did, including this guy Perez. This is me speaking, not you. I'm just saying. Perez seems to be very giddy about what he's doing here. You think that they're pretty much...
The people that were supportive openly were the Florida Democratic Party, the ACLU of Florida, and then liberal journalists that write in Tallahassee. And so, because I can tell you all the great conservative wins we've had, that people look and say, free state of Florida, fighting the woke, standing up against illegal, all the things we've done in the past, all those groups, they have been opposed to us every step of the way. So the fact that they're supporting what the legislative leaders are doing, that should tell you that what they're doing is not strong. Because if they were honestly doing something that was really going to help President Trump enforce immigration law and increase deportations, all those groups would be screaming bloody murder. They're not doing that. They're cheering.
Last I heard, he was in South Dakota.
Legislative leaders did, and that should tell you a lot.
Well, explain to us, because we don't follow this closely, the breakdown of the voting that's been taking place there. Is it Democrats joining with certain Republicans? Is it mostly Republicans? What's going on here?
Well, that's going to be, I think, the question. So we have super majorities of Republicans in the Florida legislature. I don't know if the Democrats are going to
Well, let me just stop you, which you wouldn't have, but for you. Let's be honest, I've been there long enough. They wouldn't have super majorities, the Republicans in either house. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, it's certainly true. The 22 election gave us, that was when I was running for re-election, and we swept in a lot of folks. And so, you know, and we kept the supermajority in 24 largely because we have a great record of producing results. And so here's what I know. I know we got a number of strong Republicans that are standing up for strong enforcement, but they're being pressured by leadership, all the rank and file, to kind of go softer and to gut the enforcement, which I think is very, you know, and even things like making it a crime for an illegal alien to register to vote. I have that in our bills. They took that out of their proposal. They think it's fine if illegal aliens are registering to vote in the state of Florida. Are you kidding me? Give me a break with some of this stuff. But here's what I would say. Just imagine if you have a weak immigration bill.
Nice statement there, Eggsy.
The proposals that we had.
I agree with 90% of it.
Lining up with Democrats
90%.
to oppose conservative immigration policy.
Figure out the 10% I don't agree with.
What they promised the voters that they would do. The Democrats are almost at irrelevancy in Florida. Why would you try to bring them back to life and resuscitate them politically? We have the upper hand. We need to be doing strong policy, conservative policy, do the things we told the voters we would do, and we will make a huge, huge difference in this immigration fight if we do. But if we turn it over to the Department of Agriculture, we got the enforcement provisions, we don't even criminalize registering to vote as an illegal, that's not going to make a damn bit of difference. And you can tell if it actually would make a difference, the
I want you to try and figure it out.
would not be cheering.
Yeah, but I think you have a problem with the
I don't trust
leadership
Abbott.
in the legislature. They sell like
I'll tell you that.
And they are selling out the special interests, and they're selling out their voters, and they expect the media to carry the ball for them and deceive the
DeSantis is kissing the
That's gonna
ring,
work.
so I trust him.
Well, here's what I think.
But I don't trust
Republicans
Abbott.
have learned over the years since I've been governor. Every single initiative I have done that people like and are thankful for, the media here opposed 100%. They've never supported anything that I have done. And so if the media is aligning with the Florida legislative leaders, that should be a huge, huge red flag.
Yeah, and that scares me.
This must not be something that's very,
Abbott
very
looking like
strong.
George Bush.
You have the same media that has opposed our entire Florida project.
Looking back at history,
do
you trust George Bush?
Why are the Florida Democrats cheering? Why are liberal state senators high-fiving members of the Republicans who are supporting this stuff? Why are they doing that? I can tell you, when we were killing woke in Florida, liberal senators were not high-fiving. When we were passing policies to ban sanctuary cities, liberal senators were not high-fiving. When we were getting the woke out of the curriculum and defeating ESG and eliminating DE&I, those liberal senators were not high-fiving. So they are high-fiving now, and I think that should tell you all you need to know.
So what's the state of play? Does your proposal come up in the form of the bill where they allow a vote, or it's their bill, or what's the situation?
Well, it's interesting because
You can say the real words. You're a mod, dude. Say the real words.
Two weeks ago. But what happened was they never allowed anyone to file.
Even though if I get to strike because of the chat, I don't give a
So
fuck.
the actual text of the bill finally
See the
got
real
filed.
stuff.
Then they filed their own bill, which again they named the Trump Act because they think somehow that's going to fool
They're gonna
people
pee
to
so
think it's a
bad.
good bill. How insulting though is that to voters that they think just putting Trump's name on something that he has nothing to do with, and gutting immigration enforcement, that's something going to be something that people are they're not going to look behind the hood. Of course they are. They know that this stuff has
Yeah, he is a dumbass.
So I think what'll happen is they're going to put on their
And he's a
bill.
rhino.
I know a lot of the strong conservative senators will probably offer amendments.
Today's
I think they're going to hardwire
political climate, he's a rhino.
Exclude our strong enforcement provisions, our provisions that are holding illegals accountable for registering to vote. We're cracking down on remittances that illegal laborers are sending back home to remove that disincentive.
Neocon.
A whole host of things
Same
that
thing
are really, really strong.
to me.
But I would imagine that they're probably going to push back on some of that, and so we'll see what ends up happening.
If you're not about liberty and freedom, I don't give a fuck.
Product that you're pursuing, does it match the campaign rhetoric that you ran on?
That's the volunteerism in me,
Matches
the ANCAP in me, the libertarian in me.
Trump promised the voters in 2024, and honestly, it matches what most members of the legislature ran on. So we're being true to what we told the voters we would do. I don't know that anyone in the Republican Party could have honestly run saying, we don't think locals and states should be required to help federal immigration enforcement on deportation, but we want to transfer the remaining power to the Commissioner of Agriculture. No one campaigned on that, and if they did, they would have gotten laughed out of the room.
It's amazing how these establishment rhinos come out of the woods. I'm guaranteeing most of these guys are fronting for different special interests, and they're just hoping they can lie and deceive the public. Governor DeSantis, I hope you'll keep us surprised when the next major event takes hold here, so we can inform the audience.
Will do, Mark, and all I would say,
I guarantee you, Mark thinks DeSantis is a rhino too. You can tell by the way he's talking to him.
Strong immigration enforcement policies. We have the prescription that me and my allies have done. What they're calling the Trump Act is anything but. It's actually going to undermine President Trump's ability to fulfill his campaign promises.
So call your state representatives, your state senator in Florida, and tell them you support the DeSantis
Bring it, Dirty.
immigration
Ain't gonna hurt no feelings here.
agenda, period. Just tell them well, I support the Trump Act. No, you don't. We know what you're doing, and we're not going to put up with it. All right, Governor, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks, Mark. Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. God bless. So if you live in Florida, this is a Levin surge. Seriously. Most of you don't know who your state reps or state senators are, and I don't blame you. But you need to look it up. Go online, find out what your neighborhood is, who represents you. I get on the phone tomorrow. I would call them. Be polite, be civil, and call their offices. And I'd make it abundantly clear that you know the game they're playing, that the Republican rhino establishment is calling their bill the Trump bill, when it's not the Trump bill, it's the Romney bill in effect. And that you back the DeSantis positions, which also President Trump does as well. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
You will win with money. You will become wealthy if you will do these 5 things over and over again.
Dave Ramsey, America's trusted voice on money, is on SiriusXM Triumph.
Get out of debt. When you don't have any payments, you know what you've got? Money.
Call in for advice that's helped millions crush debt, build wealth, and achieve peace of mind.
Financial freedom is closer than you might think.
The Dave Ramsey Show, weekdays starting at 6 a.m. East on SiriusXM Triumph.
Yeah, that's been popping up on X a lot. They're Exy.
And they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is.
And there was a book
TRA is here to tell
talking about Barron Trump from 1790s or something like that. Talking about Barron Trump.
Call now.
It's fucking weird, man.
4181. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an
900 for an oil change?
You don't need to be afraid
God
of the
damn.
IRS any longer. I
was bitching about $100 the other day.
Online at TRA.com.
Wow.
800-575-4181.
Wow.
That's 800-575-4181. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
We all have a story or two about change.
That's fucking ridiculous. But am I surprised? No.
Call the CertaPro professionals to help you choose the color that fits you, your lifestyle, your home. Visit CertaPro.com today.
All right, whose dick did you suck dirty?
CertaPro. Each local CertaPro painter's business.
No cap bullshit.
So you may ask, who are these people? These hundreds of thousands of people who decided to do something different with how they pay for
Mine's full
healthcare.
synthetic
Join
too.
MetaShare. It's a good question. MetaShare
With a
members
discount,
are
I paid
people who
$80.
realize they have a choice. They're not stuck with a status quo that they don't like. And we know this from research of MetaShare members. They tend to have certain values in common, like their faith. They love that they're actually sharing with one another. They don't have to be part of a system that forces them to pay for things they don't support. They also value joining with other people who prioritize healthier
Oh,
lifestyles.
gallons? Oh,
encourage each
shit,
other.
gallons of
They value
oil.
customer service
Well,
that's for them and their
it's still-
families.
You're just paying for the amount, not to do it. It still is crazy, man.
It is up to $500 a month.
It's a lot of money for a
You
fucking
too
oil
can do
change.
something different. You can start saving now. Here's the number. Call 844-57-BIBLE. That's 844-57-BIBLE. 844-57-BIBLE.
Hi, I'm Joe Perillo with JoePerillo.com. We know many of you are searching for just that right pre-owned luxury vehicle. That's why I want to tell you about JoePerillo.com. At JoePerillo.com, you can browse our huge selection of curated luxury vehicles. JoePerillo.com is based in Chicago.
Now let me run in here and grab these laptops. I'll be right back.
JoePerillo.com. That's Joe.
Look at all these cars parked here. We got clients. Solid roofs, construction people. Still working on other parts of the building. Good for them.
For assistance, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about timeshare cancellation.
Call 800-978-1515. 800-978-1515. Strong national defense.
Sanctity of life.
Conservative principles not here.
We are.
CBS 18 takes me to Channel 125.
Freedom never ends, not within the election. We're fighting the rest of your life. Either a frontal assault by the Democrats and ideologues, the Marxists and the Islamists and the or what is even a sleazer game, that is the Republican ruling class establishment, which is incompetent, which is buffoonish, which does not have our best interests at heart. The same people who tried to stop the nomination of Hillary Clinton, the same people who tried to stop Donald Trump. Now they're trying to stop DeSantis, using Trump's name to do it. Now DeSantis is trying to get things done in his state and trying to coordinate with the Trump administration. I don't know who this guy Perez is, the Speaker of the House. I don't know much give a damn. But I would strongly encourage you, the citizenry of the state of Florida, where I just got there and became a citizen last week. I've been there for a long time. Don't let this pass 3 years without doing something about it, please. Tomorrow, we should fill up our legislature's phone lines. Shut them the hell down. Get the number. Contact your state representative and state senator. They get a bundle of a civil way. Civil way. You expect them to support the DeSantis bill. The provisions in there to protect the people of Florida and the people over the land. That's number one. Number two, you're not fooled by what Perez and the others are doing. His name is Perez. You're not fooled by him or the other so-called Republican leaders who are colluding with the Democrats, colluding with the special interests, trying to undermine DeSantis and Trump. And now you're not going to stand still for the next election. That's it. I would make that abundantly clear. The average person is finding it difficult to pay expenses every month, and in most cases there's nothing left over to cover any extra. Many of you are living way too much relying on credit cards because you don't really have anywhere else to turn. sure you're frustrated with what's taking place here. But in 10 minutes' time, if you have a home, we can help you fix it. I can throw you a lifeline with no obligation. Give our friends a call at American Finance. So you can trade in debt for different debt. You can trade in your debt on your credit card, pay it off with the equity in your home, and then pay 5.5%, 6% on that, up to $10,000 in interest tax deductible, as opposed to paying 20, 25, 30%, and none of it's tax deductible. This is a no-brainer. This is how people get through periods like this. It's very difficult, and this is what most people rely on. American Financing salary-based mortgage consultants are the best of the best. They're not on commission. So they get paid. They don't have to rush you along. They don't have to do the bums rush, and they don't. And their average customer is saving over $800 a month. Folks, that's over $10,000 a year. That's a lot of money if you know. There's no upfront fee. And you can call them, contact them, find out how much you can save every month before you do anything. Absolutely free, absolutely confidential. They've been doing it for thousands of people. They did it for me, Mr. Begins for my daughter. So give them a call right now. 888-900-1828. 888-900-1828. 888-900-1828. Visit AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334. NMLS Consumer Access Network.
How much time left, big guy? Okay, we're going to have to take a top of the hour break. We got a lot more to cover. We haven't covered much of what I want to get to. We covered very, very important issues though. Birthright citizenship, to the hostages, and Governor DeSantis, but there's a ton more. We'll be right back.
Americans love using their credit cards. And a secure and easy way to pay. But decent politicians want to change that with the inDOCtriNATIONlive.
All right, where are we at? Feel better. I peed finally. Yeah, giving yourself a trophy is always gay. And I don't even know the context, but I agree. All right. It was snow on the ground everywhere here earlier.
But for almost 20 years, advocates have been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And even created a free policy value calculator at advocatepace.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy.
Oh, that's not cool, man.
Your equity portfolio or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information.
He's allowed to do that, Mitty. He's grandfathered.
Visit advocatepace.com and use our free policy value calculator today.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, just $189.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe I'm hearing it.
Okay. And to be honest, Mitty, you decide what raises your blood pressure. Remember, nobody can ever make you mad. Only you can decide what makes you mad. Just saying.
Listen live weekdays at 9 p.m. East on Sirius XM Patriot.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting. Heavy snow closed down Southern California's Interstate
5 for a time today near where wildfires were burning just hours before.
Snow briefly shut down a key interstate north of Los Angeles for hours, while weekend downpours doused wildfires across Southern California. As much as an inch of rain fell, posing another challenge as the wet weather loosened LA hillsides burned by the recent blaze near the Pacific Palisades. Crews were working to clear inundated roadways, including the famous Pacific Coast Highway. North of Los Angeles, snowy conditions shut down a mountainous section of Interstate 5 before reopening. In neighboring Malibu, 4 schools were closed due to dangerous road conditions. I'm Haya Kunjwani.
Newly confirmed Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is promising to bring major changes to the military. White House correspondent Greg Clugston reports.
On his first full day,
You denying him is exhorting anger, so I win.
and reinstating thousands of troops who were kicked out for refusing COVID vaccines during the pandemic. The new secretary said, "Our job is lethality and readiness and warfighting, and we are."
It was so dry before, now they're worried about mudslides. Fuck that whole part of the country. I'm sorry. Fuck them.
Immediately. The surprise decision is focused on the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The CDC official sent a memo to senior leaders at the agency on Sunday night telling them that all agency staff who work with the WHO must immediately stop their collaborations and await further guidance.
Let me check my wife.
On Wall Street, the Dow by 289 points.
Hey, baby.
Hey.
How's it going?
Oh, splendid.
Yeah, I'm sure. Two throw-up spots?
2 huge spots that look like somebody was eating poop, and they must have drank a bunch of water and puked up a bunch of puke vomit water.
Well, you know what I went through that other night then. But you did it times 2.
Yep.
You're a fucking champ. You want me to stop? I'm on my way home from Defiance.
Okay. Yeah, I was just about ready to get in the shower.
You want a chilada?
Sure.
Okay. I love you.
All right. Love you.
All good besides that?
Yeah, just I don't know how to get them to stop eating poop and throwing up. Like,
Well, I mean, I don't know either. Dogs don't eat poop. And then dogs go outside and eat poop. Yeah.
I mean, dogs do eat poop, like, but I've never had it to this extreme. Like,
You know
like
what? I was. You know what's weird is I was smelling it last night. That breath stuff. Were you not?
I don't remember if it was last night or a couple nights ago, but one of the nights this weekend I was smelling it.
Yeah. I don't know what to do about that either. I think it's this fucking farmer's dog shit. You know, it's like it makes the poop.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, that's what it is, because he's never done it before. Like,
Well, back to the fucking kibble then. We'll stop it all.
oh.
Well, he'll be fine. And we'll be able to pay our bills.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I don't know either. Alright, I just wanted to check in with you. I am 30 minutes out if I don't stop, but I'm gonna stop, so.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, that was
Trusted
Mrs.
treatments
Doc.
like Viagra, Cialis, and their more affordable generic counterparts.
We have dogs eating poop, and they're throwing it up in the house. That's what we're dealing with. No, you're not getting immune on that shit. No, you're gonna hear it, because I gotta clean it up. Listen, I was a paramedic, I was a combat medic, I could deal with blood and guts all day long. But when it comes to fucking throw up, that involves shit, I have a hard time dealing with it. Just saying that.
Okay, pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction. 1877 cars for kids. Donate your car today.
Vacation voucher not available in Oregon.
Hey, I'm Stacey Washington. Nothing is more important than who teaches your children. The ability to decide where your taxpayer dollars go in the education of your kid. It means a lot to parents nowadays to be able to send their child to a school that will protect their innocence, preserve their love of God and country, and educate them.
Conservative principals live here. At night starting at 9 p.m. Eastern.
You want to have school choice available to you. That's a conservative principle.
This is Sirius XM Patriot.
Now broadcasting from the underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Hello, America. Mark Levin here. Our number, 877-381-3811. 877-381-3811. Any law that prevents the president from firing executive branch employees is unconstitutional. It's funny how the constitutionally illiterate go on and on about how you can't change the Constitution unless, of course, they want you to. And yet they seem to think you can change it with a statute. No, you can't change it with a statute. Now, Trump fired all these inspectors
I'm going to stop and grab some enchiladas
years,
at the Pilot
some of whom are
because Loves don't sell beer.
FEMA. You've heard about FEMA over the years, and you figure, well, that's a nonpartisan, official group that's trying to help people. No,
State
it's
Trooper.
not. And many of these inspectors general are lousy. Absolutely lousy.
He turned as soon as I
And
marked
some of them are saying they're going to defy Trump, you see. And they'll bring lawsuits, and they're being encouraged to do so by the likes of Adam Schiff and other Democrats and the media.
No, not enchiladas, chaladas.
They point to a 2020 law requiring 30 days notice to Congress. First of all, that law would be unconstitutional. Secondly, by the time it was even litigated, the 30 days would be up. So what's the difference?
It's because I'm feeding them basically raw food, farmer's dog, and fresh step stuff. It's supposed to be very good for them, but obviously they're used to the kibble, so they're shitting out very undigested good stuff. So the dogs are eating it, but then they're throwing it up. Oh, they're fine. Hey, don't moderate them. Let them do their thing. They both know where they stand, and they still love each other. So I love a lot of leftists and commies. Dirty's my favorite commie. Slash.
Of course he's putting in his own people. You dumb bastards. What is he supposed to do? Keep the bureaucrats?
Antifa.
The Clinton appointees and the Obama Biden appointees? Of course he's putting in his own people.
Yeah.
You voted for him? He wants to move the government a certain way?
I think it may be too rich. I don't know.
And they're furious in Washington because they want to sabotage him. They want to obstruct him. They want to prevent him from...
It's the dogs that aren't getting that food that are throwing it up. So they're eating the shit of that dog. And because it's been so fucking cold, their shit is just frozen. And the other dog's been eating it.
That's what you're supposed to do when you've been changing of the guard, but not according to the Democrats and the media. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing. Nothing.
Oh, that's a good movie with in Detroit. Hey, the environment they're talking about is so true, though, in that movie. I dealt with that when I worked EMS in Detroit. I felt those same vibes.
All carrying the water. These independent inspectors. Excuse me. And then they bring in the legal analysts.
I love debate. I love debate.
The Senate Democrat. Well, doesn't that tell you everything you need to know?
I had dinner with a couple people at the restaurant before I ran out here, and this guy's girlfriend of 20 years. She's very left, and we always have a very good debate. We never get upset with each other. We both bring intelligent talk. It's always cool.
They carry out your wishes. I think he's doing it dangerous. Non-democratic. People think they have jobs for life. Well, that's not democratic. Crazy.
In my mind, the left always loses, though.
And of course, they defend the Biden pardons. You had this guy, Jason Crow, Democrat, Colorado, he faced the nation. They defend lawlessness. They use lawlessness. And so, we should remove these guys so we have our own guy. Oh, my God. What's he doing? Wow. And then even have guys like, I forget the guy's name, Republican senator, deals with these inspectors general and the whistleblowers. He's the oldest senator. He's from Iowa. What the hell is his name, Mr. Purdue? Does that click in with you?
Grassley.
Are you there, Rich? Grassley. That's it. Grassley's concerned, like I care. Grassley's concerned? Yeah, oh, okay, let me change my mind. Then you have this guy, Mitch McConnell, voted against Hegseth. He's going to vote probably against RFK. He's probably going to vote against Kash Patel. So he's there now to burn the place down. Sounds like an insurrectionist, he does to me, because Mitch McConnell, under cover of a suit and a slack jaw and all the rest of it, he sounds like an insurrectionist to me. Mark Greenblatt's the Inspector General for the Department of Interior, cut 14, Mr. Producer. He's on CNN today. Yeah, CNN wants to hear from all the Inspectors General, don't you know? Cut 14, go.
So Friday night, I got an email on my work phone, and I checked it, and on there was it said White House notification, and I knew that can't be good.
Oh, do tell. We need to know everything specific. You lost your job. A lot of people have lost their jobs. I've lost my job. It's not a lifetime appointment.
Yeah, but here we go. Go ahead.
Prior Trump administration, President Trump had removed 2 inspectors general, both of which were on Friday nights. And so those are Friday night, it's Friday night massacres.
Friday night massacre. Aren't you clever? It's Friday night. Guy's name is Greenblatt. Why is he reading his emails? Obviously, he doesn't care about Shabbat. I mean, I do the radio show during the same period of time. Friday night massacre. Oh. Well, maybe it should have been the night before the Thursday night massacre. It gets rid of 17 people. Oh, it's a massacre. The left is nuts. And you know what, pal? The fact that you're saying these things, you're just saying them on CNN, tells me you should have gotten the boot a long time ago. Go ahead.
And so to get an email from the White House saying White House notification on Friday night at 7:30, I knew that couldn't be good. And so I opened it up, and there was...
shit, reset in 2 hours? All right. You gonna be back on the road, or what's up?
Position at the Department of the Interior effective immediately, and thank you for your service.
So have you had a chance to clean out your office?
No, actually, my email has been cut off, and I don't know what's going to happen with my things. I was there for 5.5 years.
They're going to put them in boxes and tell you to come get them. What do you think is going to happen? And look at this. She's very concerned. Is Casey Hunt.
Casey Hunt. K Hunt.
We have crime in our streets in every city.
What's that mean? K Hunt.
Inflation's through the roof. Prices are through the roof. I have a different question for this guy. You were appointed 5 years ago or so? How long did you actually expect to hold this job? The rest of your life? Well, I worked at the Department of Interior. I was the number 2.
All right. I may still be up.
Under the great Secretary Don Hodel and the Reagan administration. I was there for 6-8 months. I was called back to the Department of Justice when the Iran-Contra matter broke to work on that and a number of other issues. But that said, look how they're upset, and they have their media fronting for them. Okay, you were fired. I'm sorry. Well, go do something else. No, I want to do this. Oh, okay.
Just pronounce it. I don't have to, because you guys already figured it out.
Doesn't it you?
This is a cop. He's got a brush card. No?
Okay, you're fired in 2 weeks. Okay, who does that anymore? You can't do that.
Oh, wow. Look at the front
Not
of
that this guy
truck.
would, but you don't know
Damn,
what
that
people will
truck's
do.
fucked up.
You know, with their computers and so forth. And so
All right, guys, I'll be right back. Grab a couple adult beverages for the
So
wife, and
actually,
I'll
some
be
people are
right back.
being treated like people in the private sector, and they don't like it. And they don't like it. Well, too bad. As I was mentioning, today is International Holocaust Remembrance Day. And we remember the great evil of the Holocaust, when millions of Jews were slaughtered during the Nazis' reign of terror. And today, the rise in global anti-Semitism and the constant attacks on Israel show us that it's more important than ever, in our own streets and colleges, some people on their own platforms, to remember the atrocities of the Holocaust to ensure it never happens again. That's why I partner with this great group, the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, and they provide food and shelter and safety to Jews in the Holy Land and around the world, including those Holocaust survivors who are remaining, as their numbers dwindle. Your tax-deductible gift, ladies and gentlemen, is crucial. The International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, they use that money immediately to help provide food, water, medicine, other basic necessities to Jewish communities, especially in the Holy Land. And through your gift, you will stand with the people in the Holy Land against the growing anti-Semitism and hatred. And just remember, these people are defending our values, they're defending our principles, our faiths. So, you can support them by giving a call right now to 844-866-IFCJ, 844-866-IFCJ. They will be so appreciative. It's 844-866-IFCJ. And I want to thank you in advance, and God bless you, my friends. I'll be right back.
Month Logan. AI is rewriting the business playbook with productivity boosts and faster decision-making coming to every industry. If you're not thinking about AI, you can bet your competition is. This is not where you want to drop the ball. But AI requires a lot of compute power. And with most cloud platforms, the cost for your AI workloads can spiral. That is, unless you're running on OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. This was the cloud built for AI. A blazing fast enterprise-grade platform for your infrastructure, database, apps, and all your AI workloads. OCI costs 50% less than other major hyperscalers for compute, 70% less for storage, and 80% less for networking. Thousands of businesses have already scored.
Fucking wind almost wants to knock me over. Fucking windy out.
Right now, Oracle can cut your current cloud bill in half if you move to OCI. Minimum financial commitment and other terms apply. Offer ends March 31st. See if your company qualifies for this special offer at oracle.com.
Oh yeah, it's always good to have a nice fucking long destination though. I'm sorry, I love that. Look at this fucking truck. That is fucked up. You're good. I'm just showing the truck on camera, man. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, I had it all the way on the trailer, and all of a sudden, something was coming down the road, and all of a sudden it started going nuts. And I finally got it stopped. I thought I was going to throw it off the damn truck.
Looks like it's still on there good.
Well, it's clear off the trailer on the other side. It was in the middle.
Damn.
But anyway.
All right. Yeah, I was just showing it on camera.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh yeah, it's fucking off the trailer. Oh man, let me back up and show you guys this. Oh, he ain't kidding. He must have had a bump and it hopped. Look at this shit. It's off the trailer. He ain't even lying. Damn. He's gonna get. I bet you he keeps going down the road though. Oh man, that's crazy. It'll buff up. Yeah, just take some carnauba wax to it. It'd be good. You couldn't tell from the side I was looking at how far off the trailer it was. This fucking hanging off. This guy don't look like he's stepping. Hey, love you, matey. You know the deal. Get you some rest, buddy. Get you back on the grind.
J.D. Vance. I just want you to listen to and she knows what she's saying is disingenuous, but that's not why she's there. She wants her little social circle, you know, pat her on the head. Margaret, you didn't take any dust from them. You're just unbelievable. Cut 9, go.
Campaign on lowering prices for consumers. We've seen all of these executive orders. Which one lowers prices?
We have done a lot. And
all right, stop. They've been there as of today. Take Inauguration Day. They've been there 7 or 8 days. Now you're a host of a network TV show that has a really significant history. Remember when George Herman was in charge of Face the Nation? That's how far I go back. This guy was a pro. Now, he did have 2 debits against him. He was a male and white, but he was a pro. He was very good. As a kid, I wrote it. He wrote a very nice letter back to me. One of these years, I'll find and read it to you. But Margaret Brennan couldn't fill her shoes, that's for sure. Or anybody else's, for that matter. What executive order deals with prices, and of course, she knows that Donald Trump's trying to deal with energy. He's made the brilliant point that if you can bring down energy prices, you will bring down the prices on everything. And if you can cut back regulations, that will help a lot too. Regulations about transporting food, repairing food, packaging food, and they're looking at all this, and they're trying to deal with all this, and then you get this kind of a stupid answer. The fact of the matter is they don't even have anyone in place yet. They're still trying to get cabinet secretaries in place. Again, it's been 7 or 8 days. Which executive order lowers the prices of food? And she's supposed to be the reporter. She's not a reporter. She's an idiot. Go ahead.
Number of executive orders that have caused already jobs
Joko, good to see you.
Country, which is a core part of lowering prices. More capital investment, more job creation in our economy is one of the things that's going to drive down prices for all consumers, but also raise wages so that people can afford to buy the things that they need. If you look at our slate of executive orders, Margaret, prices are going to come down.
She says the grocery prices are not going to come down, and she's snickering. That's what I mean. She's a moron. And look at her. She's a moron. Stephanopoulos is a moron. Psaki's a moron. They're filled with stupid people. Andrea Mitchell's an idiot. Fake Tapper's an idiot. Well, Blitzer's barely has a pulse. You can go on and on and on with these people. They're not the best of the best. We know what the best reporters were like. It's none of them. Right, Maggie? Margaret, Maggie, can we call you Maggie? Oh, I don't want to. I don't like it. Go ahead.
A little bit of time, right? The president has been president for all of 5 days. I think that in those 5 days, he's accomplished more than Joe Biden did in 4 years. It's been an incredible breakneck pace of activity.
Well said. But let me ask you something. Is it actually worth a second of your time to watch a show like this? No. There's so many other things you could be doing, Mr. Producer. So many other things you could be doing other than listening to her. For instance, you can wash your hands. Yeah, you can do stuff like that. Maybe go through your clothes closet and throw some things out. Take the trash out. Make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There's so many more productive things you can do than listen to her. She's a joke. Let's see here. Do we have more of her? I got more of her, but do you really want to hear this stuff? Let's do one more. This is why I'm saying don't watch these shows. There's no point. J.D. Vance, again, this is Deface the Nation with Margaret Brennan. Cut 8, go.
You talked to us in August. You said, I don't think we should abandon anybody who's been properly vetted and helped us. Do you stand by that?
Well, Margaret, I don't agree that all of these immigrants or all these refugees have been properly vetted. In fact, we know that there are cases of people who allegedly were properly vetted and then were literally planning terrorist attacks on our country. That happened during the campaign, if you may remember. So clearly not all of these foreign nationals
But there are
have been properly
30,000 people
vetted.
in the pipeline, Afghan refugees.
But my primary
Do you stand by
concern
it?
as the vice president, Margaret, is to look after the American people. And now that we know that we have vetting problems with a lot of these refugees.
What is with this? These snarky comments. So no, so the answer is no. And why does she always take the opposite side? Well, that's your job. No. Her job is to try and glean information to inform you and me. Not to be so nasty and confrontational. They have no idea what their jobs are, or they don't care, because they're hitmen and hit women. The way you would ask a question like this, Margaret, would be, give us the policy reasons for not bringing in these 30,000 Afghan refugees. That's how you ask the question. And then he gives an answer. No, it's not flashy. Your friends at, wherever, Starbucks.
Damn, that sucks.
You go down,
Mitty.
we screw the minute. How do we do that?
Cold water,
They're
cold
not gonna
water.
be happy with you. But why don't you actually try being professional for one damn second of your pathetic career? So the prices of food are not going to go down. I got it. Okay. Did she treat the people who drove up the price of food this way? No. He's explained it. We want to bring investment in the country. I would emphasize especially the energy issue, because that will bring down prices. Look, if truckers pay less for energy, well, the price of food comes down. Now, what does energy do? Energy is involved in all packaging of food. Energy is involved when you go to a supermarket, right? When you have groceries in the freezer sections or the air conditioning sections. They go on and on and on. Fertilizer, that comes out of the ground too. Starts out in the form of oil. That has to be refined in certain ways. Tractors use oil and gas, and all that drives down the price, and you drive down the price of food. Oh, Margaret, you were the stupid.
As much as I want to say something silly, I'm going to let it go.
This Valentine's Day goes straight to their
You got a hot load to the face? I'm sorry. I really am. I hope you recover.
Brownie Company. When I started over 15 years ago, I had one goal in mind: to bake the best brownies around using the freshest ingredients. Today, we have lots of delicious flavors, including maple toffee crunch, peanut butter, and our award-winning chef brownie, that being Bobby Flay. All of our brownies are baked in Vermont using local farm-fresh ingredients and individually wrapped for freshness and sharing with your Valentines. The best part, your gifts ship free in your choice of Valentine's Day packaging. Order today for Valentine's Day because we have sold out. Ordering is easy. Just visit us at VermontBrownie.com. This Valentine's Day, give your sweetheart, best friend,
I figured you did, Minnie.
everyone you care about.
For the comedy of it. Because you got to laugh at stupid shit like that.
What if things go sideways? Will you be prepared?
In my experience, things can get bad fast when the power goes out. But now there's a new solar power generator from Fort Patriots, and it keeps your crucial devices running longer. The Patriot Power Generator. Get it at getsolar1.com. It's solar, so it doesn't need gas ever. It's quiet and fume-free, so you can use it inside your home. It has more power than ever before, and it's expandable. Power your lights, radio, TV, and medical equipment. Even use it to run your fridge to keep your food and medicines cold. Plus, it comes with a free solar panel, so you can recharge it each day using the sun. Go to getsolar1.com to bring home the Patriot Power Generator from Fort Patriots.
12 minutes
Get
from
this
home,
in
baby.
mind now. Order the solar generator now at getsolar1.com and receive a solar panel absolutely free. But it's only available at getsolar1.com.
Are you ready to radically transform your health? It starts at the foundation. Armor Colostrum is premium, sustainably sourced bovine colostrum concentrate with over 400 bioactive nutrients. It works at the cellular level to strengthen your immunity, fortify your gut, enhance your skin and hair.
He'll catch up. He'll catch up.
Among thousands of other benefits you can see and feel. Start your health revival today. Go to tryarmor.com/SiriusXM or enter code SiriusXM online to get 15% off your first order. That's ARMRA.com code SiriusXM. That's tryarmor.com/SiriusXM or enter code SiriusXM online to get 15% off your first order. That's ARMRA.com code SiriusXM.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Selling your home? On Ready.com, real estate agents will pay you up front for your listing. $1,000, $2,000, $10,000? Just for a chance to sell your home. Why would they pay to be your agent? Well, your listing is really valuable. So, if an agent is smart, they'll go...
Well, we understand that, but sometimes big sausages will explode in your face.
So go to Ready.com.
And you have to deal with it.
Simply give us the basic information about your property. We'll notify all those smart agents who've signed up already, and in 48 hours, they'll be competing for a chance to sell your home. Chat with them. Choose the best one. Get paid. Thousands of extra dollars in your pocket, and it's still day one. Smart agents. Smart you. Get more when you sell your home. Go to Ready.com. REDLive.com.
Fucking hilarious.
Or call 888-880.
If this chat doesn't deserve a second strike, no chat does. Give me that strike.
Thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. You don't need to be afraid anymore.
Oh, geez Louise, there we go.
Has the solution. We can file your back tax years and may be able to reduce or even eliminate what you owe. With over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ rating with a Better Business Bureau, we've helped over 100,000 Americans just like you permanently and painlessly resolve their IRS debt. A resolution specialist is waiting to speak to you now, who will let you know what tax debt reduction you may qualify for. Don't wait.
You know what's funny about it is I don't give a fuck.
Call our tax relief hotline now to see what you qualify for at 800-511-6984. 800-511-6984.
My peeps will find me.
Again, that's 800-511-6984. Tax relief advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Human dignity.
Well, you have to be able to laugh at yourself. If you can't, you gotta be psychotic, man.
Making conservatism great again. Dial in now. 877-381-3811.
So we have these phony media tonight.
There you go.
In his term, Biden made history, fired en masse his
fuck
predecessors
Alphabet.
appointees to presidential boards and commissions before their terms ended. In other words, they have these boards and commissions. They have seats for Republicans and seats for Democrats. So
You guys always know that if I get banned on the YouTubes, that I will be available on Rumble. So
your second term should not hesitate to
what's
follow
this guy's
President
doing?
Biden's order. Goes on. Like every president before him, Trump appointed thousands of people to boards and commissions during his first term. These generally nonpartisan groups advised the president on military academies, the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts.
Don't give up. Just give in and roll with it. That's what I do. Sometimes you got to say fuck it and just say, okay, where do I fit in? How do we make this work?
U.S. Naval Academy. When Biden was inaugurated, all members of the Commission on White House Fellows were immediately asked to submit their resignation, so we did. Did you get to take all your things with you? That was not unusual for this particular commission. After all, vets and approves people to work directly within the administration. But 9 months later, I was suddenly asked via email to resign from the U.S. Naval Academy Board of Visitors. And also that very day.
All right, Eggsy.
Did Margaret Brennan cover that one? Should we receive your resignation, your position with the board will be terminated effective 6 p.m. tonight. Thank you. That was all the email read. Said I didn't see it coming. It was an unprecedented move.
Yeah, those look like lyrics.
The president dismissed a member of the board of the service academy without cause prior to the end of their term. Trump had not done so, nor had President Barack Obama. Naval Academy, West Point, the Air Force Academy. And unlike other presidential advisory boards and commissions, service academy boards are statutory, enacted in law by Congress to provide oversight responsibilities. Oh, Mr. Pardon did these things, did he? Mr. Preemptive Pardon did these things, did he?
Well,
each board member is sworn.
But it was a good first date.
Most for 3 years. When the White House press secretary Jen Psaki was asked about the removal, she responded by questioning my credentials to serve on the board, failing to mention my more than 20 years of U.S. naval service, my degree from the Naval War Academy. She also didn't note that Biden also dismissed Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster. This is a weird dude, this McMaster man. Looks like the old Ajax bald guy. A highly decorated officer and distinguished academic on the West Point board and the same mass firing, along with many other qualified members. In order to make the Biden administration answer for those unprecedented dismissals.
Hey, LVA. In at the last minute as usual. I'm 3 minutes from home.
The lawsuit was filed before my term would have expired.
4 minutes, I'm sorry.
To get the Biden administration to
if I do the speed limit.
And had the absolute authority to remove or replace any appointee. Well, our case was dismissed by the district court. While our appeal was pending, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit.
Hit a like, guys. I love you.
Versus Biden et al. That a presidential appointee to
this ride would be so boring without you. I gotta say.
There you go, Mr. President, Mr. Producer. By the will of the president. Now they'll say, but that's an inspector general. Who cares? There was a law in place to protect these people too. In the end, the D.C. Circuit clarified. Extend the president's removal authority for such positions, which will be helpful for all future administrations to understand. If Trump dismisses Biden board and commission appointees on January 20, he will be on firm legal ground, isn't it? Just do it with, board members and so forth. Commission members, he can do it with the inspectors general. So Trump is just picking up where Biden left off. I see our friends at the Wall Street Journal and the New York Post are demanding that RFK be defeated.
He's heading to bed, man. He's taking a 2-hour nap before he gets back on the road.
Of course. Donald Trump should get the appointees in advance. This is the team that he wants. And fire another team. Just because they dismiss him as a kook or whatever, of course, there's a lot of them agree with RFK, but so what? Donald Trump wants him. He helped get Donald Trump elected president. Even sued to get his name off the ballot.
There you go.
States or the Supreme Court's, members removed him. He's earned his credentials to at least be given a shot. And so these people that sit on their fat butts and comment that, yeah, he's a kook, he needs to be stopped, are wrong. Trump should get all the nominees, certainly at the cabinet level, that he's put forward, because he was elected president, and this is what he wants. Of course there's advice and consent. But so what?
Hey, Jody.
I'm saying you don't take advice and consent away, you don't change the Constitution. I'm talking about the Indian people. You got Mitch McConnell and the Rhinos, you got the Wall Street Journal editorial page, and now you have the editorial page of the New York Post. I'm not that surprised since they overlap. But it is disappointing from my perspective of the New York Post.
So no other shop around, so they can charge what they want.
Let Trump be Trump. We used to say, let Reagan be Reagan. This is who he wants, and let him have it. And we'll see what happens. So if Robert F. Kennedy Jr. goes down to defeat, then you have to start the entire process again, and it could literally take months till we have the Secretary of HHS, which means the bureaucracy will run the place. Is that better, I would ask the New York Post and the Wall Street Journal? I mean, again, I remember the Wall Street Journal was advocating for open borders. They advocated their amendment. Open borders. Their bargaining. Jigat. Seems to me Jigat should write an entire editorial.
All right, guys. Love ya.
Because we had open borders.
Backing in.
Consequences. I noticed they've never taken any credit for that in recent years. Why is that? They lose all credibility. That's right. But all that said, Donald Trump should get the people he wants right now.
I'm going to check the mail real quick. All right, you guys have a good night. Love you. Thanks for hanging out. See you guys tomorrow.
Or RFK. Should get them both.